In an ant's world, almost all workers are female. However, in our business world, it's quite different.
A lot of times the female entrepreneurs are overlooked. I mean, a lot of hairdressers, that's also entrepreneurship and starting your own business, but we don't really talk about that as starting your own business.
Only 27% of Danish entrepreneurs were women in 2020. The startup center, The Kitchen, helps young entrepreneurs like Ida Jensen. As a female business owner, she had to confront different stereotypes.
So I think the stereotypes regarding entrepreneurship are keeping women from entering this field. So of course you can meet a lot of barriers as a woman. I've always confronted people when they told me that I couldn't do something or that I needed to do something in another way.
With this attitude, she managed to start her own business.
Protection against insect pests and plant diseases. So that's exactly what we do.
AgroAnt was born while doing research for her master thesis at the university's greenhouse. There, she discovered her passion for the ants.
I don't know how it happened, but I just fell into that ant hole. So the research just kind of spiraled into like ants are amazing, and then we have this use of them that they can actually be used. And for organic farming, I mean, it's amazing because they don't have any effective products against these diseases.
AgroAnt helps agriculture by selling ants on a subscription to farmers, providing natural protection for plants.
So all the different insects that the farmer would usually have to spray pesticides to get rid of, the ants just take those naturally. So it's non-harmful and very natural for the ants. I'm also developing a sugar solution, so our secret Coca-Cola recipe for the ants that will increase the activity in the trees. So right now I'm testing out different sugars, different percentages of that and different additives. But I think the creative part is amazing, and knowing that you can take an idea and develop it and put it into action and then it can make an impact, I think that's great. And solving problems that haven't been solved yet, I love that.
The hunger for solving problems kept Ida going. Giving up was not an option.
I believe that if I don't do it, no one will. Because I mean, we're not a lot of ant people and we're not a lot of people in this research area. And I know everything about it, and I believe in what I'm doing, and I believe in this company, and I believe that it can make a huge difference. There will always come a time where you can be kind of doubting yourself and doubting if this is the right thing. And having other women entrepreneurs around you really helps a lot, and also have someone to talk to about all the difficulties that might come ahead. So if you reach out, a lot of people are actually really willing to help.
The Kitchen is one of the places in Aarhus where people can get help. The center helped over 150 different startups to develop. As an entrepreneur, you can talk to industry experts to build your own business. Lisa was one of the advisors who saw Ida's potential.
Yes, she's a really power woman. She's doing a lot of work on her own, and she's always thinking, I can do it. So she's easy to help. She's a real good role model for other women in tech, because she's really smart, and she's saying, maybe you don't think I'm an entrepreneur, but I actually am. She doesn't look at, okay, I'm a female. Who cares? I would really hope that someday you would say you're an entrepreneur instead of you're a female entrepreneur. I really hate that we have to focus on that all the time, I must say. Women are capable. They just have to believe in themselves, and then they can do it. We have a lot of strong women, so everyone could do it.
But everyone also needs money. After being funded by several institutions and winning 2 pitch competitions worth 80,000 Danish krones, Ida has big plans for the future.
Hopefully I'll spend the whole of the fall contacting new customers and setting up for the next season in 2024. So right now we're starting in Denmark, but the dream is to scale it out to most of Europe, and at some point scale it out outside of Europe, so also going to Africa and Asia, because we have some tropical ants that can do exactly the same thing as the wood ants, but they live in Africa and Asia, and I would love to go to Africa and do work down there. I've met hundreds of women already doing startup and making their own businesses, and I've not met a single person that wasn't capable of doing it. So believe in yourself, you can do it absolutely.